Hello and welcome, everybody. This is going to be the Howling of Frankfort. We're back yet again. COVID's a hell of a virus. So we are actually all on Discord. We have a couple of new faces with us. We're really excited about this. So we're just going to go down the list. Go ahead and hit us up first. Envy Rose.
Hi, I'm cute. Who am I?
This is the second time she's done this.
Sorry. I'm Tori as Kita. Yeah.
Next is Nappy Kitty.
Melina as Tommy.
Next
Peter
one,
Jackson.
also known as Pooter.
Yes, Pooter Peter Jackson.
One of our new members, Taz.
Hello, I am Taz. I got into a fight with a microphone. Don't worry about it. It happens all the time.
Could you also give us your character name?
My character is named Ophelia.
And now we have Vincent.
Yes, I am Vincent Elwin. I'm playing Cedric for this game.
And then we also have special guest appearance of Spidey Fan. You may actually remember his voice.
Hello.
Alrighty. He will be playing random characters as I need them, and I appreciate that. Alright. Melina, why don't you give us your wonderful intro?
In our last episode, what happened?
Our lovely three-man pack returned to the house and then went to the sewers. Both Kita and Tommy went into the flesh side of the sewers, met a hobo named Ronald, who was also a drug addict, that helped them navigate some of the sewers so they could start mapping out the area. While on the spirit side, Peter's character, Jackson, encountered a wall of cobwebs throughout the entirety of the sewers, got utterly creeped out by the amount of heroin and spiderwebs that coated his body, eventually made his way back to the factory that saw the start of this whole chain of events, and realized things have gone to crap in a handbasket very quickly. And that is actually where we're going to resume our story, is with Jackson at the gigantic mound of spider webs with all the millions of spider eyes slowly looking at him.
Well, this has gone to crap in a handbasket very quickly. So there's a mountain of spider webs with a mountain of spiders in them. Yes?
Yes, and there's a gigantic opening that, from what you can tell, looks like it goes down into this mountain of spider webs. Obviously, that's for probably the large one that has only gotten larger since you saw it last 7 years ago.
Oh yeah, that one. I don't see it from here, obviously. How far away am I?
The ground you're standing on is still ground, it's not webbing. So you're a good distance away. You are still coated in the sticky web, or heron-coated webbing.
Shake my fur, see if I can get some of it off.
No.
No, it's staying.
Yeah.
Okay. I want to get a little bit closer and what's the word? Circle around it just to get my bearings on it. See if there's any other exits. Scout it out.
All right. As you get closer, the feeling of being watched becomes much more intense. It causes the hair on the back of your neck to stand on end.
If it could stand, not covered in webs.
Oh, it's fighting the webs. It's one of those things. It's still a very noticeable feeling. I mean, how close are... What's exactly your purpose of getting closer?
Just to get a more detailed view of routes in and out, numbers, just any kind of details.
Most of the spiders that you see on the outside of this are your standard, tiny spider to maybe like tarantula slash maybe a couple of huntsman size spider.
Okay.
You don't see any hybrids, which is,
The danger.
not fortunate. I want to say fortunate, but not fortunate because I mean this is not a good situation even without the hybrid versions.
Yeah.
From what you can tell, it's almost a solid web, with the exception of that gaping hole in the side of it. Give me one. Go on. Tell me what you want to do.
Oh, I wanted to basically circle around the whole area and see if there's any other holes, exits, entrances, that kind of stuff.
Okay. As you begin to move around this gigantic mound slowly, the spiders cautiously follow your direction.
Like a spider on the mound.
Yeah,
just
they're kind of
eyeing me basically.
yeah. It's almost like a gigantic black and brown wave following you.
Creepy.
As you slowly move around, you can actually see what look to be little gray specks underneath several of the layers of webbing, and they slowly get bigger as more spiders move their way through the webbing and come out to the surface. So you have been noticed very, very clearly,
All right. Well,
and they're investigating you as much as you're investigating them and the mound.
right. Well, I'm gonna complete my circle, and then I'm going to start heading back, but in a different direction than I would normally take.
Are you walking backwards, keeping your eye on them?
Basically, yeah.
As you slowly begin to back away, they advance, but not necessarily in hostility at this point. More like,
Okay.
just like you're trying to keep an eye on them, they're trying to keep their eyes on you. They don't want you essentially disappearing and then coming down on top of them.
Okay.
So
Makes sense.
they're not really attacking. I don't want you to think that they're attacking because that's not what's
They're-
going on.
They're being very cautious.
Yes.
Okay, I understand. So as soon as I get, I don't know what would be a good distance away, I'm gonna basically head back to, if they're still at the sewers, I'll go over there. I need to make my way back to a flashlight first, so I'll start going back to the locus.
Okay, that's gonna take a little bit of time because this area is so thick with webbing that the gauntlet is quite literally a wall. You still can't even push your senses through it.
Right. So, yeah, I'll
Okay.
start heading back while keeping an eye out for any
Um,
spiders that might be following.
go ahead, since you're keeping an eye out, go ahead and give me a perception check, please.
All right. So perception was. Let me check here.
Perception in Hishu form is going to be for you a 6.
I was in
Dalu?
Urhan.
Erhan. Okay, so your perception would be 9. So that would be 9 dice.
2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 9. Ah, that one jumped out. 1, 2 success, 1 reroll, 2 success.
Okay. You don't see her, but you smell wolf, for lack of a better term. But before you can really do anything, a woman has clamped her hand down around your muzzle.
I growl immediately.
Ophelia,
Yes.
you have sealed the mouth of this strange werewolf. You're cautious at best. You and your companion have already witnessed your pack be destroyed by that gigantic mound after having traveled here hearing that there was an issue.
Okay.
Something doesn't get this bad overnight. You know, this has been like this for a while. So either this werewolf is like you and is traveling about, or they've been in this area a while and they've allowed this to happen. So this kind of makes your blood boil a little bit if that last one is true.
Okay. I'm going to say in a kind of hushed tone. Um, watch your next movement, for it could be your last.
I'm going to transform into Urshul.
That is the horse-sized wolf. For anybody that needs a visual representation, think the wolves in Twilight.
So she can't hold my mouth shut anymore after that.
Yeah, you see him shift very, very easily into his horse-sized wolf state. It's the standard, bone cracking, mutation, but it seems almost fluid for him. You have a little bit of a harder time changing than that, but that's not of any case right now. Cedric, you are with Ophelia at this time. What form are you currently in?
That's a good question. Given that I'm not really an expert on the forms, like I'm looking at them. So Urshel.
Urshel
Go ahead.
is Twilight wolf. Urhan is
Right.
your regular wolf. Dalu, for lack of a better term, is your Michael J. Fox teen wolf look.
Teen Wolf.
Hishu is your human form. Garu is your killing
Mhm.
form, your classic werewolf monster.
So just so I know, the transformation between the two is without penalty or like
It's without penalty.
right, okay. So I'd probably be in like the Garu form considering what all just happened. Can I still talk in Garu form?
Garu,
Yeah.
Garu can talk. It's a mixture of English and the first tongue, though. They do struggle with English. They do speak more in the pure tongue or in the first tongue.
Right, but this isn't like an out of my mind monster form type thing.
Not yet.
That's,
Not yet.
I'm thinking Karuth.
No, you're not in Karuth.
Yeah. Okay, so that's probably the form I'm in. And given that understanding, I just turn around and realizing the situation, look at Ophelia and say, Ophelia, it's not a spider.
But they could have caused this.
Ooh.
But it's not a spider. And I'm just gonna look and say, who are you?
Urshul can't talk very well.
Can't talk very well, but it can speak rough first tongue.
Yeah. Who you? In first tongue.
Let's see, let me scroll up here. So, what is the appropriate terminology here? Name, tribe. Well, pack doesn't really matter anymore, but I'm just making sure. Do I mention my tribe? Is that a thing that gets brought up in?
It can be. That would be a personal decision for every werewolf.
All right, I don't know. Cedric of the Bone Shadows, formerly of, well, a pack no more.
Oh, bone shadows. So I'm gonna transform from Herschel down into Dalu.
So his body visibly shrinks. It's still larger than that of a regular human, with with glorious mane and beard, clawed fingers, hair jetting out of his hands still, but obviously a much more relaxed state.
Bone shadow, you say? I'm
in
a bone shadow.
response? Oh, my apologies.
Yeah, I'm a bone shadow. What are you guys doing here? You here to check out the spiders?
In response, I'll put a say, take this similar form, the Dalu form, and kind of place my hand on my clawed, fuzzy hand on Ophelia's shoulder and just kind of reassure her and say, "We were part of a pack sent to take out these spider things. And as you can see, you'll notice both of us are pretty roughed up." And I'll say, "As you can see, it has not gone well. We must leave this place with all haste."
Well, you won't get an argument out of me. I was just over there scouting them. They're
Now is
everywhere
preferable.
now. Yes. Well, I was just about to head back anyway. You can follow me, and I'm gonna go lead them back
Lead the
to
way.
our group.
As Jackson leads you, everybody can start feeling the gauntlet get slightly thinner, and then a little thinner still, until you've reached a place where the gauntlet is, well, not what you would classify as too thin, much thinner, at a much more comfortable range. It looks like a house made of jungle. It seems like this pack, or the pack that this new werewolf that you have found, has allowed the essence in the area to go a little wild. There's a lot of primal nature essence in the area. You know, it feels weird because this is not the way your pack would have done things. But you are clearly in somebody else's territory, so you acquiesce to their way of running things for now. As you guys push yourselves through the gauntlet, you end up in a house. Mainly the living room. Hardwood floors beneath you. It has kind of a primal decoration. There is a Volhound, which, if you're not aware, is a corgi mixed with a husky to give it kind of a wolf-like appearance. There is a Volhound laying on the couch. You can tell it's an elderly dog, eyeing you warily. On top of that dog's head is a spirit that is a slug with a willow tree coming out of its back. And it kind of moves its stalk eyes, examining you very closely. You can tell without a doubt that this is the totem of Jackson, the werewolf that has led you here.
I have seen this dog for 3 seconds and I already want to protect it with my life.
He does that.
Yeah, Reggie has that effect on people.
Yeah.
Yeah, say.
So, for right now, we're going to put a pin in this. And now we're going to move to to both Tommy and Kita. You guys are heading out after hearing the maniacal laughter of Johnny, as Ronald leads you very, very quickly back down the way you came. And he goes, "Oh dear God, he scares the crap out of me."
Oh my gosh. Why is it always me? Why do I always have to run into the crazies? Mm.
What is that supposed to mean?
You're a different kind of crazy. Okay. So,
So deep down in the tunnels, you once again hear a sound. See if... Okay, I don't think he got the message. Go ahead, continue.
Okay.
wait, what? So where continue?
Yeah, go ahead, continue.
Okay. Wait, we're getting out, right?
Yes.
All right. So I think we scouted enough. We mapped enough for now. We're gonna go before we get murder maimed by some crazy fellow.
I want to go home and eat. I'm hungry. I don't want to be here. It stings. I
all,
was Reggie.
all I hear is wah, 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 wah. Okay. All right. Are we taking you, Hobo?
I mean, take...
You know what?
Wait, you owe me.
You know what?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he extends out his hands. Like, you promised me something.
Give him drugs.
Hush. Uh, hmm. Trying to think. Okay, so I'm most likely gonna come back.
Okay.
How? So I'm not gonna give you a lot for now. I can give you something, but I need you to hang around the area.
I mean,
So
where
like
else
that.
would I go?
I don't know, an AA meeting perhaps. Could probably help you out.
I'm not an alcoholic, but okay.
Okay. Anyway, so fine. A DA meeting? What? Druggies?
Double D meeting?
Anyway, here's a syringe, a little bit of drugs. All right. Have fun. Be safe. Clean needles save lives. And we'll be back tomorrow. Yeah. And I'm nodding like
Okay.
a little too ecstatic.
He kind of sits. He's led you right to the exit, and he kind of plops himself down right at the exit of the massive storm drain, and he goes, "Yeah, sure, I'll be here, I guess. I'm gonna get some food." And he kind of looks away as he begins to tighten the loose tourniquet that was around his arm.
Such a simple life. Kind of makes
Let's
me wish.
go.
All right, all right, all right. You know,
I
it's
don't want
funny.
to see what he's like when he's on something.
He's never questioned why I talk to my dog. Whatever. All right, let's go. All right, so we get on Betty. Oh my gosh, and I'm covered in like dookie, aren't I?
Yes.
Oh, I'm gonna have to clean poor Betty after this. Okay, I start her up. I'm so
I
Am I
mean-
still in like mini wolf form?
Yeah, you're still in wolf
Yeah.
form.
I
Awesome.
put
I'm gonna hop
the
in the
window
backseat.
down. Yes, please do. Wipe your paws. All right, so I start making my way back to the house in my car, and I make it to the house. I'm
Yeah.
assuming. Oh, fast forward.
Yeah, no. You guys come in through the front door, and that's when you're greeted with an unknown man and woman standing in front of Jackson. Serendipity being what it is, you guys have just came back right as Tommy and Kita enter into the building.
I'm gonna growl kind of like defensively, like so like grr.
As
That's it.
because
And then I put my fist up, obviously.
because Kita is an Urhan, you can immediately smell the werewolf blood in them.
Who are you, fool?
She barks.
Yeah, she
Like,
barks.
yeah, right. Wolf, wolf.
All right, now calm down. Hold on, Tommy. I met these two in the shadow. They were, I guess, trying to hunt the spiders, but it didn't work out so well. Am I correct? I asked them.
That would be an accurate assessment. I'm Cedric of the Bone Shadows, and this is my one of my pack mates, Ophelia. We recently were a team sent into that webbed hell, trying to find something to hunt. We're the only survivors.
There were so many spiders in there.
I look at them cautiously, confusedly. You're not spies, right? I mean,
Do werewolves have honor? Is that a thing?
That's a thing, yeah.
That's the thing.
yeah, politicians aren't honorable.
I kind of sniff towards their direction. Like, does that give me any information if I do that, Ian? I could see like where they've been or anything. If I was like get their scent, could it tell me anything?
Are we covered in webs?
You guys aren't. Jackson, however, is still just completely utterly coated.
Covered in webs.
Okay, so more towards Olivia. I just want to get some info. Can I?
I keep
Ophelia.
wanting-
It's Ophelia.
Ophelia. Right.
I keep wanting to think Negan because we keep calling him Negan, but it's not Negan. What's his
George.
name? George. There we go. Sorry.
Okay.
Thanks, Kita. Uh, hmm. So, Jack, you're bringing in strays now, okay? Because
Everyone
for all,
starts at this ray at some point.
I mean, for all we know, they're part of George's pack since his pack is huge.
Are we?
I
Does that
don't
name
think
ring a
we
bell?
know of this.
How convenient it
George.
is that we're at our weakest. We just got our house back, and now all of a sudden, two strays coming in.
Quick point,
Excuse
GM.
me, excuse me if I'm a little, you know, questioning your timing here.
I mean, our pack actually came to see what's all going on. 'Cause this stuff doesn't happen overnight, and
Where's your pack?
dead.
Everyone?
Destroyed
Wait, never
Yeah.
mind. I'm dog.
by the arachnid wave of Azlu's minions.
My apologies.
All right. Well,
We recently
there's
lost.
one way to prove that not with George,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna spend one essence to flare my brands, my renown.
Maximus, will you stop it?
So, as he's his skin begins to light up a brilliant silver color that's patterned down his arms like a tattoo as he flares his renowned brands to demonstrate that he is a forsaken rather than a pure. As almost as if he's asking you to do the same thing.
I mean, admittedly, I didn't know that was a thing I could do, so.
It just costs a single point of essence to do it.
But I have so few. No, I'm just kidding. Yes, I'll do the same thing. I'll show off my tats if you show me yours.
Yeah.
All right. So he flares his brands. From a quick reading of his brands, you read mostly wisdom and glory from his brands. In exchange, Cedric and Ophelia, you can read off of Jackson's brands wisdom, purity, and honor. Ophelia, would you also like to spend a point of essence to flare your brands?
I will.
Okay. She flares her silver brands as well, showing purity, wisdom, and cunning mostly.
So, a man of purity and honor.
So we're all forsaken here.
I just kind of do the shrug thing where which, for the record, Cedric has not allowed anyone to get between him and Ophelia at this point. Like, he's like right in front of her, period. Like, protective stance, for lack of better words.
All right.
She's the only one allowed to move out of that.
Well, my apologies for being on edge. We recently lost a few of our own to the spiders, and we've had our run-ins with George, which is an enemy pack that we don't necessarily trust or enjoy any of their company. So that's where my aggression was coming from. However, my home is open to you two. I do give, as stated, my sincere apologies for the fallen ones that you've recently, lost.
Cedric nods, says, "Think nothing of it. In a time where danger is rampant, caution is the only separate between the living and the dead."
Well, I'm dirty and I'm gonna go take a bath.
To be fair, the smell emanating from both her and Kita is putrid, to say the very, very least.
Yes. I was going to say, I assume that's not
It's not a natural smell.
cologne.
It's not what I normally smell like.
Kita shake her head.
We were currently at the actual fleshly sewers, and that's probably not as clean as it is in the spirit realm. So we can all wrap up and get to know each other once I've actually, washed the stank off. And
Ophelia,
so
do you...
I run off.
Sorry.
Is there a river I can jump into, Ian, out of game?
There is a creek, but it'd take you a little bit to get there, and especially a wolf walking the city by itself, we've always discussed that's not the best idea.
All
Not
right.
Yeah,
in
go to the backyard while it hose you off.
day.
I head towards the backyard. I don't want to change into human form, at least not around them yet.
Oh, perfect idea. Jack, hoses off. I don't want to get the rest of the house dirty.
Okay.
All right.
I'm gonna do that.
Yep. We're getting hosed off before taking an actual bath. All right. So I guess fast forward.
Yeah, let's go ahead and skip forward a little bit here.
Well, also out of game. Sorry if you hear some like water noise. I don't know what's up with my turtle. He's being a brat and he's like splashing water everywhere. So
Aw,
if you
he
hear
wants-
some pitter patter sounds, that's just this freaking
He
turtle.
wants attention. He wants belly rubs.
Okay. Let's go ahead and continue on, please.
Mhm.
So you guys have been hosed off, gotten cleaned up. Tommy has proceeded to cook a lovely steak dinner for everybody, including Sir Reginald.
Oh,
Yay.
he's still around. Oh my gosh. Awesome. I forgot.
Yes, he's gonna be around forever. We need to get him. We needed him to like impregnate somebody like soon. God.
I'm sorry, what?
Okay, phrasing.
Sir Reggie forever, and I need him to pop out some pups. So yeah, so when he
Oh.
goes, I have a lineage going on.
Reggie, anything happened while we were gone?
He kind of looks up at you from his food bowl and just kind of shakes his head and goes back to eating. Still a
Aw.
little listless because, he is getting up there in years.
Nothing there.
Can we
Yeah.
change a corgi?
What?
Is there like a were corgi? Can we do that?
No.
No, but he is part of the
Come
pack, and he understands us. So
Ah, boo. Okay, just thought I, take a shot in the dark.
Very clearly, this is a very confusing conversation for both Ophelia and Cedric to be in as they discuss the mating habits of that dog.
Slowly puts hands over ears.
Reggie is very much part of the pack, and yeah. So
Wait, Claire, where's Claire? Is she here?
He is, well, to the best of your knowledge, upstairs still.
Oh yeah, you're crazy chick.
She's not crazy. She's my wife. Thank you very much.
your wife's a little crazy.
To be with us, she gotta be crazy.
Yeah, she's got a point.
I'm gonna go get her for dinner.
Okay.
Yeah. All right.
Um,
So you two make yourselves at home. I'm sure there's a lot you guys need to talk about amongst yourself as well. So we're gonna start sharing cliff notes. Start getting to know each other a little.
A few moments later, Jackson comes back downstairs with a very, very bright blue-eyed girl. Her eyes are almost an unearthly blue. You guys can sense that she is of the blood, but not a werewolf. She's what is known as a wolf-blooded.
We're having steak.
Yay, who are these other people? Hi, I'm Claire.
Your husband brought in strays.
What
Don't
else is
say
new?
that. That's a bit rude, Tommy.
Yes, I am rude.
Well,
I say that as I'm eating my steak.
she kind of rubs her face and she goes, well, it's nice to have you. My name is Claire. What are your guys' names?
Ophelia.
In a more human... I'm just going to kind of take whatever form the vast majority of the people in the room are.
That would be
so I
Hishu.
presume...
Yeah, we're all Hishu human.
Yeah, so Hishu. So, Cedric. And thank you for the respite. We've had a long day.
It looks like you're a little bit worse for the wear. Well, I like we got medicine upstairs. I found it. She kind of laughs. Nervously, she's unsure what her role is, so to speak, in this situation. She kind of looks to Jackson for confirmation.
Well, we're having dinner right now.
Yeah,
She,
some of us have already started.
she kind of sighs and goes to the table and, begins to eat her steak with salad, which makes Tommy's stomach turn.
Blech. That's what my dinner eats.
Hmm.
All right, so
Yeah.
I probably shouldn't call you strays anymore since you're not strays anymore. You are here amongst friends.
Thank you.
Friends is a strong term, but
Well, we mean not to impose. We,
You're not
but,
imposing. If you were imposing, I would tell you. I
Yeah.
smile.
So enjoy your food, and can someone pass me the barbecue sauce?
Yes.
Barbecue
Thank
sauce on steak?
Yeah. You
Uh,
judging me?
yes,
Sit
harshly.
there with your judgmental ways, and I'm gonna eat my steak with barbecue sauce.
Oh, dear God. Okay. Anyway, so where did you guys, looking at Ophelia and him, where did you guys run into the spiders originally? Like where did from start to finish, how did you guys end up at this point?
Jim, help.
Oh,
Um,
sorry.
in this scenario, there had been rumors about a large host issue, which is what drew your pack to this area. You guys encountered the infested sewer system. You had pushed your way somewhat through it. That is where you lost your first member. You weren't able to recover the corpse. To the best of your knowledge, your pack member's corpse is currently being chewed on inside the sewers. To the best of your knowledge, that is when you found the gigantic mound of spider webs, and that is when you encountered an Azlu, that's about twice the size of your war form, your Garu form. And that is unfortunately where the rest of your pack met its fate, as you guys were able to pull away and escape. The
With-
last thing you remember is actually the Azlu tearing through your pack's totem and devouring its essence.
With our escape, all but damned, our totem threw himself at the Azlu to give us a chance to escape. We took solace in the fact that it preferred its own life ended over ours.
That
Well,
is
that's
a
pretty
very
badass.
dedicated totem.
Yeah, that's pretty badass though. I, I don't think our totem would do that.
Traveling roots kind of. The snail with the willow tree coming out of its back kind of is in the middle of the dinner table, eyeing you guys like, you ain't catching me doing that.
To be
You-
fair, I don't think he can throw himself.
Like,
We,
you're on your own.
We
It's
were
all
quite
right.
a strong. We were quite a strong pack, though not particularly numerous. We had quality over quantity in our group, and so we thought that perhaps we could at least see what dangers lied beyond the web. Um, we were outmatched the moment we'd entered it.
Hmm.
I'm so sorry.
I suppose someone will have to know of what all transpired here, but to be frank, this was dealt with by other members of our pack. We now are, as you so succinctly put it, strays.
I smile. Well, it's the life that we have. I think I've lost quite a few of my own, so forgive me if I sound or look callous over it. It's just That is our life.
Indeed.
Short-lived, but yet we can live many lives in just one lifetime. But you're here now. Thank you for sharing that. And you have a choice. You can either I will keep my doors open for you since you are new to the area, completely new to the area. It's not like you live across town or anything.
We would know.
We would know. Others would know, and I can guarantee, although we might seem cold or callous, I can assure you that we are much nicer than the other packs around our area.
Tell me, what
They,
of this area then?
well, so far, George's pack is the opposite of what your pack was. They are much bigger in quantity, but dare I say, horrible in quality.
You did your
However, however, he does have immense human pool. He is a politician and has made our life rather difficult.
He is a
In
peer, by the way.
yeah,
I see.
Difficult is the last thing I would use to describe him.
yes, he has attacked us in very harsh and personal ways, and we've lost a lot, which is why I said we're used to it at this point. However, we've put our differences to the side momentarily because, as you can see firsthand, you saw how powerful this spider is. And currently
Yes.
we are needing all hands on deck, and so many of us, even though we do not like each other, right down hate each other, there's a greater threat that is making us just say, you know what, screw it, let's all just we'll kill this thing first and then kill each other, just to
Well,
sum it up.
maybe you can take solace in the fact that if indeed an alliance is what's being bred here, there will be far more of them killed off than you.
Statistically, yeah, that's part of the plan.
Let's I like that plan, let's keep that plan, but putting that plan on the fridge. All right.
So as dinner continues, you guys continue to share stories of your past. You do find, for Cedric and Ophelia, you do find that currently this pack holds a very, very small territory, no more than a couple of blocks. That is because of the pack that is led by George and his ivory claws has mostly subsumed most of their old territory as they were weakened by the claimed fight. You also learn that the Fire Touched have moved into the city as well, another pack of the Pure, led by a younger werewolf named Ben, and that their part of the deal was that they were going to broker peace with the Bishlu, the rat host, which, if the Azlu weren't bad enough thickening the gauntlet with their webs, the Bishlu are the exact opposite. They seek to tear down the gauntlet and chew holes so that spirit can come through to the flesh side and that the flesh can freely travel over into the spirit side. Essentially, you can see that this may be a necessary evil with the thickness of the gauntlet as it is currently. But still, the idea of these vermin in the area coming to the area is still a little sickening.
Believe me, it's off-putting to me too.
Well, at some point, I'm going to talk to Ophelia and say, "How are you holding up?"
I'll be fine for now.
Now we both know that's not entirely true.
I just need time.
Time. What I wouldn't give for more time. Granted, well,
Also, is there happen to be a clock nearby or anything, like whether
Uh,
electronic or?
In the kitchen, there would be a microwave that would have the time, but you know how microwaves tend to be.
I look at the group and I say, this might seem a strange request, but I don't think you have, I don't suppose you have anything in disrepair, do you?
How's Betty holding up?
What do you want to fix? Anything? Everything?
I just take things apart, put it back together, make it better if possible.
Oh, Betty. Wait.
Ophelia here is quite the gearhead, and as people do things for relaxation and comfort in times of trauma, this would be her thing, as it were.
So while I have been kind of like eating, while I was eating the steak at dinner, I was also kind of like, carefully carving it, stuff like that, to keep my mind occupied. It was being eaten, just mostly carved.
She cuts it into like a gear shape.
Oh no, not even that. Just
What
right,
in the
it's like
world?
cutting it in very specific patterns.
Um,
Are you gonna eat that? As
Yeah.
I point to her plate.
I do feel the need to ask, is everyone's blood pressure all right, or is there just a decision to go without any kind of flavoring for your season or for your food? I don't want to impose, but the curious mind of me just has to know.
Well,
Traveling Roots kind of moves his eyes over to Jackson.
what is
Hmm?
traveling roots? Roots is a snail. What do snails not like?
I see. I see. Do I
Yeah.
need to make a nature check for that?
No.
Okay.
That's something that pretty much everybody knows.
That's
I
basic
see.
elementary knowledge.
Well,
Yeah,
my apologies, but
we don't
my,
do salt here.
but surely you have pepper, nutmeg, paprika,
I got barbecue
cilantro.
sauce.
How did you manage to find a barbecue sauce with no sodium in it?
I'm just hungry, man.
I think it's just raw salt that we do not use, right? If something has salt in it, it doesn't really bother roots.
It's
However, it's salt itself, like table salt, that we do not have.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. So, should you buy something that has salt in it, it doesn't bother him. But if you wave salt in front of him, I mean, that's kind of rude.
What about sea salt?
Really?
He may not be a sea snail, but sea salt still bothers him. It's
Salt,
still
salt, man.
Well, just curiosity. I did not mean to mean anything offensive by it.
The snail moves its eye stalks to Cedric and Ophelia, one pointed at each.
Does it do the
Snake.
thing where like it blinks, but one is slower than the other? So like,
Sometimes. Depends on the day.
Yes, it's not so much that I'm offended, it's just it hurts him, So
well,
he's our
I can
totem.
understand that.
Yeah.
We are decidedly without a totem at the moment. Yes, and you can see it's like it's gnawing at him. That he's still trying to figure out the best move or the best decision to make.
You want to poke the snail? That usually makes me happy. I just saw his face. Well, just offering.
Don't
Poke it.
Poke the
don't poke
snail.
don't poke the snail, please.
Yeah, you see him. Just poke. Just poke one of his eyeballs. It's kind of funny.
Kita, I'm gonna hurt you. Don't poke the snail.
I'm wise enough to know one should not mess with the spirits. They are, well, they can be temperamental, in my experience. I was the Caliph. Was that it?
Khalif.
I was the Caliph in training of my pack. My master was one of the first to go, unfortunately. These creatures, they understand what to hunt, when to hunt, and more disturbingly, how to hunt. They knew that our Farseer would be the first to go if they
What's
had
that mean?
any hope of success.
Traveling Roots kind of eyes both Tommy and Jackson and sends the thought process of, I like these two so far. They don't
know.
listen to the annoying one.
They are much more mature than. I'll just say Kita. Ugh.
Yeah, but go ahead, say my name. Say it.
You-
Say
you
it. We all know it. Say it.
Well, forgive her. She's still very young, in experience, not in age. She old, but she's young.
And what are you?
No,
Pack
we
leader.
all must walk our paths in life when they are given to us. 'Tis not our own decision to make when that happens.
Where
Totally
did you go to
agree.
school? You talk cool.
I was just about to say something.
Not in Indiana. That's for sure.
My apologies. I am
Where do
afraid
you hail from?
it's a bit from my upbringing, less where I was born. No, I'm afraid I call the mountains of Tennessee my home. No, it's my parents. You see, they were well-known Renaissance reenactors, and so
What? That's kind of cool, man.
my speech is a little outdated by some standards. But if it becomes an issue, I can try to work on it, I'm sure.
Nah, dude, keep it. It's dope.
I lean over to Ophelia. That's good, right?
Don't look at me. I haven't exactly been, what do I call it, hip with the kids.
Oh, you said that.
Kita, stop embarrassing us.
Sorry. Well,
Okay, you
anyway,
said she likes tinkering with things, right?
yes. I think it
Does
would
she
help her feel a
do?
lot better.
Does
But
she do?
follow, I have been actually staying at the microwave for like the past conversation.
In fact, and I'm just going to look over the microwave. The clock is off on your microwave, and she's been wanting to fix it ever since she got here.
I just want to take it apart.
Yeah, go
No, you
ahead.
just need to fix the time. There's nothing wrong with the.
I immediately get up and run over there to like start taking it apart.
Go ahead and roll me a intelligence plus crafts check, please. Then
Crafty.
You don't have to worry about it. It's not making that much. She's worried about the dice noise.
We
You
like
don't
that.
understand the power of my mic.
Give me a moment.
Alright. Intelligence plus what?
crafts.
Awesome. 1, 2, 3. That's 8.
Is that my mic doing that? Like,
That's your Discord or someone getting a ping on Discord.
am I getting pinged? How do I see that? What's going on? That's not me. Oh, it
Yeah.
is me. Where?
Yeah.
What is that?
That means you're getting messages on Discord.
How do I like mute? Is that how I mute it?
There is an option to mute notifications. Yes.
Okay.
We'll tell you after.
Yeah.
Okay, I have had 3 10s. I have 3 10s. 5, 6, 2, 4, 4.
Okay.
For
Reroll
those listening on the podcast, we live with each other. We are married, so I will be confirming all of her dice rolls going forward.
We will go ahead and re-roll those 3 10s, please.
That is a 6, a 2, and another 10.
Re-roll that 10.
Oh, sweet. We got somebody who can roll good.
She's
That's a
about
1.
she's about to upgrade your microwave to a convection oven.
Yeah, she has disassembled this thing in record time flat and has already rebuilt it from the ground up. In probably about 10 minutes.
Dang. And I look at Jack. Did Ren ever do anything this awesome?
Who's Ren?
Sorry, Robert. No. Yes, Robert. Robert?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did Robert do anything this awesome before?
Not
Okay, there
through
we
the
go.
microwave, no.
Ophelia was, I suppose, our pack tinkerer. There's very, very little that she's not capable of fixing. I've seen her take apart military aircraft.
Nice.
Now, putting it back together, I don't think we stuck around to find out if she put it back together properly, but I have faith in her.
There she is. Okay.
Sorry, I know I'm doing stuff. I'm figuring it out.
All right. So the night is coming to a close. Everybody is getting relatively tired, especially the two newcomers that have honestly been put through the ringer. So we're going to put a close on this episode of the Howling of Frankfort. When we come back next time, we will have, starting with MV Rose,
What?
your character name, etc.
Oh, yeah, Tori Kita, yeah.
Nappy Kitty,
Melina as Tommy.
Pooter,
Peter as Jackson.
Taz,
Taz as Ophelia.
and Vincent.
Vincent as Cedric.
And we will see you all next time.
Bye.
Peace.